Francois Delacour, the best of the recent newcomers on the World Championship stage, impressed with a third place on the Monte Carlo at the start of the year. He was fourth in San Remo. He's quick, but will he enjoy the forests?
Well, Ford obviously have got a lot of faith in Francois Delacour. He is going to be a man for the future. And for the RAC Rally, he's got to get used to the forests. This time out, he's got a new co-driver, Daniel Grataloup, with a lot of experience, but both of them are new to the RAC.
But he was second quickest on this opening special stage of the 1991 RAC. Second, he found it more difficult here.
Delacour, the leading Ford, and enjoying the tarmac of Clumber. He's got to do well today. He doesn't know anything about the forests of that are not supposed to go down.
Francois Delacour, a taste of tomorrow as far as he's concerned in Chatsworth, just 8th quickest.
I think Francois will be very happy just to keep the car in one piece and see how it goes tomorrow.
Malcolm Wilson, and he catapulted into the top 10, indeed into 9th place, better than his best ever finishing position in the event.
Malcolm's never had any luck on the Lombard RAC Rally, and he really needs a top 10 finish.
Overall, Francois Delacour, he was equal 6th quickest, and it all. Malcolm Wilson up with Delacour, Duez, and his teammate Gwyndaf Evans.
And a subdued time by Delacour, just 15th fastest, quite a surprise for a tarmac expert. Malcolm Wilson really enjoyed Sutton Park. Must have been something I said to Nicky Grist. Into the top 10 now, 8th overall.
And it did prove to be a quick one from Malcolm and Nicky. 5th fastest round Sutton. Just starting to go really well. So, Gwyndaf Evans replacing the sacked Fiorio in the Sierra. He was on his home ground, though that's seen the end of his efforts in the past.
You know, I certainly will know the road sections very well. Obviously I'm familiar with the tyre choices and things like that, 4 wheels, but the actual stages, I'm only familiar, I don't actually know them, so I don't see that's going to be a big advantage at all.
Gwyndaf Evans in the battered Sierra, staggering through Wales now. He was almost in sight of his own home at this point.
But I never feel he really shines in Wales under the pressure of a home crowd. Louise Aiken-Walker in 20th place. She stopped on the stage to help teammate Malcolm Wilson, who had stopped with transmission problems and eventually
managed. Francois Delacour, the best Ford. But for how much longer, Mike?
The fire extinguisher in the engine bay went off all by itself, cut the engine, and poor old Francois didn't know what to do next. It took a full 2 minutes to restart the Ford. But I must admit I'm very impressed with the way that Delacour is handling his drive, the first time he's ever seen the British forests. Eventually, Francois gets the engine going, and it drops him just outside the top 10.
The best performance here by Francois Delacour. 3rd equal time with Marco Alain.
Frenchman Delacour in the Ford, much happier on the 3rd day, having learned how to.
Delacour.
Évidemment, c'est un rallye très difficile pour moi. J'ai jamais participé au rallye du RAC. Les reconnaissances se sont effectuées en convoi de manière très lente tout au long des reconnaissances. On est passé simplement 2 fois, mais je pense aussi que le RAC n'est plus ce qu'il était, c'est-à-dire un parcours secret. Maintenant, on peut quand même obtenir des bonnes notes au bout de 2 passages, et je pense que ça nivelle un petit peu, ça met tous les pilotes sur le même plan d'égalité.
10th fastest through Witham, 8th overall, an impressive debut for the young Frenchman. The top Ford, indeed the only Ford in the leading 10, with Francois Delacour. Doing exactly what Colin McRae achieved last year.
Louise Aiken-Walker, having not competed since June, she took her time to get back in the swing. The main problem was she had to change 4 gearboxes on the Cosworth.
Another fine showing by a Scot, Robbie Head. If he stays online, a piece of B seed is the reward for next season.
Now,
Francois Delacour experiencing problems in low gear, struggling with... Next up, Francois Delacour, the best Ford finisher. One of only 4 European cars in the top 10.
a good performance for Francois. Watch his performance in the RAC rally next year. Daniel Grateloop, his new co-driver, learning the RAC rally. Louise Aitken-Walker and Tina Turner. Best finish on the RAC for Louise, 10th overall, 17th previously.
Robbie Head takes the Group N title, 24 minutes ahead of Jeremy Eason, the man from Oakham in Rutland. Scotland's on a